Good day, parents, family members, guests, teachers, administrators, and graduates. It is an honor to celebrate this grand occasion with you. Graduates, I commend you on this successful portion of your journey. You began this expedition many years ago with the desire to get to today, your graduation day. But it didn't just happen with desire alone. It took studying, perseverance, sacrifice, and extra effort given the circumstances that you faced over the past 2 years. Through the closing of schools, virtual and hybrid learning, and all of the other adjustments you have endured, you stayed focused, you kept your eye on the prize, and you followed through. Along the way, you were directed by some dedicated and wise tour guides. Your families, teachers, administrators, and of course, our community, all of whom contributed to the success that you have accomplished. Whether you are headed to the job market or continuing your education, I encourage you to set goals and strive to achieve them throughout your journey. This will ensure your continued growth and success. As you continue on your path, I leave you with some advice on success as shared by Larry Chengiz. Success is doing the best you can in as many ways as you can. It is being just and honest and true. Not in a few things, but in everything you do. Always look ahead and never look back. Believe you can make all your dreams come true. Always believe in the best you can be and have faith in the things that you do. Never give up and think that you're through, for there's always tomorrow and a chance to begin brand new. It is in dreaming the greatest dreams and seeking the highest goals that we build the highest tomorrows. There's no limit to the goals you can attain or the success you can achieve. Your possibilities are as endless as your dreams. Whatever it is you seek in life, whatever your dreams and what you hope to achieve, whatever you try to reach, whatever you plan, can all be yours if you only believe you can. As you reach for the goals you would like to achieve, may you find all the strength you will need to meet every challenge one step at a time until the day when you proudly succeed. Congratulations on your growth and your journey. Class of 2022, I wish you all the best.
My warm and thoughtful words cannot compare to the hardship that you overcame as high school students. What I ask of you is to continue to lead by example while providing direction, purpose, and motivation, and not one at the expense of the other. Congratulations, happy graduation, and I salute you.
Hello, and to the distinguished class of 2022, congratulations. Today, I can truly say great things are happening in Newport News Public Schools, and I am very proud of you. I am proud of your academic accomplishments and your civic, club, and athletic activities. I am proud of how you stood up and stood out to uplift and support one another. I am proud of how well you managed your challenges for the past 2 years. I am proud of your commitment and your determination. I am proud to join your family and friends in recognizing you, the class of 2022. I leave you with some words of advice. This is your life. Be the change agent for others. Be a positive role model for your brothers and sisters. Take the lead in a project or report. Participate in open discussion. Your opinion needs to be heard. Be on time and be prepared. Be honest and keep your integrity. Assist others whenever you get a chance. And when you reach the top, send the elevator back down to help someone get where you are. Stay focused and you will be successful. Congratulations on your achievement and best wishes for a prosperous future. I know that I'm very proud of each and every one of you.
Congratulations to the class of 2022. It is an honor to share this special occasion with you as we celebrate your educational accomplishments. We have been through a challenging time navigating the unknown effects and restrictions of a global pandemic. And the class of 2022 has certainly shown us what it means to remain committed to a goal with perseverance, dedication, and hard work. This journey has included rigorous coursework, high expectations, and service to the community. under the guidance of our great teachers and staff and the dedicated leadership of the school board. Our graduates have mastered academic requirements, competed in sports and academic competitions, served our community in schools, and developed the skills necessary to be productive citizens. During the course of their high school careers, Newport News Public Schools has continued to expand opportunities to give our students the knowledge and skills they need to graduate college, career, and citizen ready. Today's celebration means many different things for each of us. For you, the students, a graduation is the conclusion of a chapter in your lives that began years ago in kindergarten. You are now looking with eyes wide open at the adult world you'll soon be joining. For parents, grandparents, friends, and other relatives, graduation is a time of joy and satisfaction in knowing that your loved one has reached a significant milestone in their young lives. Families, I thank you for your confidence in our schools and for supporting our young people. It has truly been a successful partnership. To our faculty and staff, I thank you for the support and guidance that you've provided over the years, especially the professionalism and dedication you've displayed in helping students return to learn this year. Your daily work will be reflected in all of the future accomplishments of these graduates. We're extremely proud that Newport News Public Schools has opened doors for thousands of students. Now we encourage the class of 2022 to move forward and step into the future. Thank you, best wishes, and enjoy the ceremony.
Good evening. It is fitting that we begin our graduation ceremony of 2022 with a tribute to our great nation. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Please be seated. And welcome our SCA President, Elijah Jackson.
Okay. Oh my gosh. We're here, guys. We're here. This is it. Whew. All right. Good evening and welcome to the graduation ceremony of Class of 2022. I would like to thank the teachers, faculty and staff, family and friends for being here this evening. Today is the day to celebrate our accomplishments and achievements that we have made these last several years. We had our very first pep rally that had a lot of performances, music and enthusiasm from everyone, with an additional prom in 3 years. We interacted, finalizing our last dance with friends. Even though we had a tough time with COVID and being virtual for a school year, we managed to push through and we finished strongly. I can say the hardest part about COVID was being stuck behind a screen without any interaction with friends and teachers. Our sophomore and junior years were a long way from predictable. This year has given us the opportunity to return how things were, yet better. We finally got the opportunity to come back into an environment where we came into school to see our friends and teachers, what we went through, what we did together. It has brought us closer. I can say a memory that I will never forget is getting closer with friends I didn't think I would be friends with. They support everything that I do and hope for the best in what I want to do as far as my career. Referencing this as a whole, when I came into my senior year, I had a group of friends. I created a stronger bond, which made me feel closer to them. Personally, I have someone who is a best friend to me that does everything that I do. It's like a shadow. Wherever I go, she goes in the opposite. But enough about me. Michael Jepson once said, "Take pride in how far you have come. Have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey." Though we leave here today to join a world that may be quite frightening and challenging, it is nothing that we can't handle. This isn't the end for us. It is a succeeding leap into the future. Thank you, and congratulations, and good luck, Class of 2022. Now we will welcome our Senior Vice President, Amaya Patterson, who will introduce our special guests.
Good evening. Many dedicated school division officials have provided the support necessary to bring us to today's graduation ceremony, including the superintendent and the school board. We are honored to have many of these individuals present today. Please join me in recognizing Superintendent Dr. George Parker. Dr. Parker is increasing student access to college and career opportunities and expanding business partnerships to ensure that all students graduate college, career, and citizen ready. Also joining us today are several members of the school board and the school district administrative team. School Board Chairman Douglas Brown. Mr. Brown is the Director of Data Science for a software company. As a product of public schools and a former educator, he believes in the power of public education to drive economic growth. Mr. Brown has served on the school board since 2014. Next, we have School Board Vice Chair Lisa Searles Law. Ms. Searles Law is a science education administrator at Jefferson Lab. She is a member of several professional and community organizations and is a strong proponent of STEM education and teacher professional development. Ms. Searles Law was elected to the school board in 2018. Next, we have School Board Member Rebecca Amon. Mrs. Amon is an attorney specializing in estate planning, trust, business, and tax law. She is a graduate of Newport News Public Schools. Mrs. Amon was elected to the school board in May 2020. Next, we have School Board Member Dr. Terry Bess. Dr. Bess is a retired Newport News Public School administrator and graduate of Newport News Public Schools. She is actively involved in many community activities and is an advocate of youth development. She was elected to the school board in 2018. Next, we have School Board Member John Ely. Mr. Ely is a local business owner and a graduate of Newport News Public Schools. He is an advocate of arts education and workforce development. He has served on the school board since 2016. And next we have School Board Member Marvin Harris. Mr. Harris is a training executive for the Department of Defense with 39 years of continuous service to our nation. He retired from the U.S. Army after 22 years of service. He is a strong advocate of early childhood education, and he has served on the school board since 2016. Next, we have School Board Member Gary Hunter. Mr. Hunter is the Director of Development at Hampton University. He is a member of numerous community organizations and is a strong proponent of preparing students to be college and career ready. He has served on the school board since 2014. Also with us this evening, Chief of Staff Rashard Wright, Chief Academic Officer Tina Manglamont, and Chief Operations Officer Rusty Fairhart. I would now like to invite the audience to stand as we listen to the Woodside High School alma mater and Fly Away Home performed by our choral and orchestra students.
Woodside High School future ever bright. May we honor you with truth and right. Alma
Please be seated. Also here with us today is Vice Mayor Dr. Sandra Cherry, Councilman David Jenkins, Councilwoman Sharon Scott, Police Chief Steve Drew, and former school board member Darian Scott. And now I welcome Jadia Parker, our Magnet Officer.
Magnet seniors, they say that home is where the heart is, and we have come full circle. We started freshman year anticipating all of the showcases and performances, waiting for our time to take the stage. We crowded the auditorium and cafeteria with our art, literally and figuratively. Black display boards were full of colorful artwork and digital design. Cameras and microphones actively interviewed our halls, keeping a steady news stream to our daily morning show. We dedicated our blood, sweat, tears, and hearts to Woodside, and it became our home for expression. But sometimes you have to pack your bags and move. Although sophomore year was cut short, most of us were eager to get back. The 2 weeks to flatten the curve turned into 2 years, and before we knew it, we were zooming through junior year. Pun intended. Despite the little black boxes that covered Chromebook screens, our Magnet teachers and director pushed us to continue to create, express, and perform within our craft. Despite not being able to see each other's faces, we had many new faces join us. This year, we came back strong. Our music department swept superior rating at state assessments. The Daily Show interviews morphed into a full weekly news show featuring all aspects of Woodside life. Our art department rotated and replenished the wall galleries and earned awards at many local art shows. Even when our doors stayed closed, the lights came back on as our dancers brought life back to the stage with Alice in Wonderland. Our Magnet pushed the envelope, redefining the student role as we took on the photography and production of the first ever Woodside Memory magazine. NNPS TV featured this unique curriculum shift as our students worked behind the cameras, not just posing in front. Our theater and creative writing programs dominated VHSL competitions, proving that the arts can compete just as strong as athletics. And while we never had our high school musical, we were able to bring back the hype with our rendition of Matilda. By spring, we were taking field trips, hosting audiences, and doing live streams for our amazing performances. We have truly come full circle. While our Magnet experience is unlike any other, the opportunities and experiences we were able to have challenged us to find ways to keep creativity alive, to continue to produce work and practice in our craft regardless of how the medium changed. We concluded how we started, together, as students of the 10 Woodside Magnet programs, celebrating each other's unique talents and learning from our differences. I guess home is really where the heart is, and right now, my home is with you guys at Woodside. Let's move. Please welcome our senior cast president, Corey Harris.
Good evening. Wolverines, we did it. We made it. Make some noise. My name is Corey Harris. Thank you for allowing me to serve as our class president. Furthermore, it is an honor to present this speech. Thank you all for joining Woodside High School Class of 2022 graduation ceremony. Make some noise for me one more time. Class, it is our time now. We are the controllers of our destiny, no one else. From this point forward, we are responsible for our successes and setbacks. Yes, I said setbacks. You can't have success without making mistakes. There is no such thing as a perfect person. Don't ever allow anyone to tell you that it is. There are going to be tremendous amounts of pressure and false hope. Minor setbacks will teach us how to handle major success. We are preparing to enter a society that will chisel at our self-esteem. People will doubt us and attempt to block our success. That's not going to work. Why? Because we are Wolverines. Make some noise. We, and I mean we are taught and shown how to rise above and against all odds. Your address does not define who you are. Don't ever allow anyone to tell you you can't have successes because where you are from. Who your parents are does not define who you are. Your race, your gender, and your sexual orientation will not stop you. Make some noise. Your character and your work ethic will prepare you for your level of success. All of the excuses stop today. We are normalizing breaking generational curse. Earning generational wealth with integrity is the goal. We are graduating class of elevators. We must strive for greatness. We are not mediocrity. We are innovators. We do not have to settle. Make some noise. Don't allow anything or anyone to hold you back. A global pandemic couldn't stop us from getting here today. We are survivors. There are more than 1,000 different avenues towards success. For the last 4 years, I have walked the hallways with future entrepreneurs, executive, mental health professionals, lawyers, cosmetologists, politicians, truckers, doctors, plumbers, and soldiers, and the list goes on. We are a force. Make some noise. In closing, don't measure your level of success by anyone else's. We will all have our time to shine. Support those who support you and don't worry about the rest. Our experiences have taught us how to cope through tragedy, rise above racism and adversity, stand up for what we believe is right, and use our voices to make a difference. Make some noise. And class of 22 is giving success. Thank you. Please welcome our salutatorian, Jonathan Mejias.
Thank you, Corey. Good afternoon, fellow classmates, parents, family, and friends. Well, to be honest, good night because, well, it's 6 p.m. I will get straight to the point as most of us are eager to get our diplomas and take pictures outside. First off, I would like to congratulate everyone here, my fellow students, for continuously persevering through the last 13 years of school and being able to graduate today, as well as all parents, family, teachers, and friends here for supporting the graduates throughout their lives. I want to share a few words to inspire you all in whatever path you're about to take. These last 4 years have definitely not been the way I was expecting to be going to high school back in 2018. I was expecting high school to be completely different from our previous schools, but really the only difference is we're now being able to wear slides and getting a lot of more work. Freshman year, we got to meet a lot of new people, some of which we thought we would bring all the way through our senior year. We experienced our first pep rally where we were all screaming, having fun. Sophomore year, we got to school one day just to experience a blackout, where like it was probably most of the memorable day of the year. As high school continued, obviously we got hit by a global pandemic that affected all of us. One minute we were walking around the school packed like sardines, and the next day we were waking up at 7:09, flipping over and getting on Zoom meeting from home. We spent more than a year doing online school, which I know people have conflicting opinions about. I know personally I like being able to sleep in and not having to turn on my camera, but at the same time it was harder for all of us to concentrate and get our things done. Coming back this year was nerve-wracking just because of how much time had passed since March 13th of 2020. And a lot of us just did not know what to expect from a brand new school year back in person. For many of us, this year had ended up being the best of the four. Some of us were able to drive up to and from school, some even with shortened schedules, were able to leave campus to eat lunch, like a few when every other person was walking around with a Krispy Kreme dozen box. If there's anything I'm sure we can all remember as a consistent memory throughout the last 4 years, is a specific person repeatedly screaming, "Excuse me," while traveling down the hall with an unnecessarily wide desk. When we all look back at the past 4 years, or even the past week, we can all reflect on all the mistakes that we as humans make. They remind us of how much we have grown as individuals and how much we have to offer the world. For example, an author by the name of Colleen Hoover wrote a book named It Ends With Us, where she states, all humans make mistakes. What determines a person's character aren't the mistakes that we make, it's how we take those mistakes and turn them into lessons rather than excuses. I like this quote not just because of how relatable it is, but also because of how impactful it is for each and every one of us. For example, devastatingly during the pandemic, a lot of us lost loved ones. This impacted us in many ways, including in opening up our eyes and making us realize that we should not make the mistake of taking anything for granted. This even includes just saying good morning to our parents or going out to hang out with our best friends. We now realize how any situation can change in such a short amount of time, and as long as we have what we do, we should appreciate it and not push it aside as if it will always be there. To conclude this speech, I would like to say how thankful I am for this school, my parents, its diversity, and acceptance of all the different people. Woodside is made of people from all different backgrounds, races, ethnicities, sexualities, gender identities, and etc. For example, our valedictorian is Chinese, the third-ranking student in this class is Ethiopian, and I am both a proud Costa Rican and a pansexual student. By just entering the school, anyone can tell that we are built with people from around the world. We show that no matter where we come from, we are all capable of accomplishing whatever we put our minds to. Looking forward, in whatever you choose to do, you might experience people who attempt to put you in boxes and to assume limitations, but just know that whatever you want to pursue is possible. Again, congratulations to the class of 2022, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you, Jonathan. And now it is my pleasure and honor to introduce the class of 2022 valedictorian, Kelvin Chen.
Good evening. Tonight is a night of celebration and many congratulations to the Woodside class of 2022 for our hard work and accomplishments, and that we have persevered through the late nights and early mornings. And despite of the many challenges that we have encountered, the raging fire within us has yet to be extinguished. As we are gathered here tonight to spark a new beginning in our lives, I want to take the moment to thank the unsung individuals to which I am deeply indebted, specifically my parents, teachers, friends, and many others who have shown to me their invaluable kindness and compassion, as well as to reflect on the memories that we have made as a class, for tonight is also a night of remembrance. In retrospect, high school was portrayed exactly like High School Musical, but minus the musical aspect, of course. Hence, nothing was out of the ordinary until school became virtual for an entire year. Over the course of that time frame, we procrastinated over homework assignments, binge-watched Netflix, and tried to become TikTok famous. Indeed, it was a remarkable time in the making of history until we came back to school and started our senior year in person. All in all, many memories were made in both good times and bad times. Our memories, as a writer Ted Ching once said, are not the impartial accumulation of every second we have lived. They are the narrative that we assembled out of selected moments. In the past 4 years, we have experienced moments of joy, like dressing up for Spirit Week or going to prom despite the initial unlikelihood of having one. As a matter of fact, we are experiencing one of such moments right now, having our graduation with all of our family and friends present. But there were also moments of sorrow where we were unable to hold back our tears because we live in a time in which the world has been turned upside down. And among many things, it has caused our nation to be in a state of polarization and evoke worries over gun violence, hate crimes, and ongoing wars. Such contrasting moments thus became the collective memories of the class of 2022. However, As you leave here today upon graduating, I want to tell you that, like the torchbearers who carry the Olympic flame, it is our responsibility to keep alive that flame, which encapsulates the indelible memories of those who have impacted our lives in ways that we couldn't have imagined, memories that will forever be cherished and preserved in our hearts. In closing, I sincerely wish you all the best of luck at making your visions a reality, and may you find happiness in your endeavors as you embark upon a new journey while retaining the memories of high school, and how we are all interconnected in the web of each other's lives. And to leave you with a few parting words of wisdom, know that you can diverge from what we believe is already possible, reimagine the stars, and invent the extraordinary. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelvin. Today, as I look out on all of you, I am inspired and in awe of what you have accomplished and how you persevered to get here today. Your last 3 years of high school were unprecedented, but you came back for 21-22 ready to go. We took precautions, but brought back in-person performances, pep rallies, prom, and actually allowed you to hang out a bit and socialize between classes. We began our time at Woodside together 4 years ago, you as freshmen and me as your new principal. I've seen you as unsure freshmen, persistent virtual learners, behind masks, social distancing, and now as confident seniors, soon to be high school graduates. On this day, we celebrate you, but I must also acknowledge the efforts and support of your families, friends, and teachers. I applaud your determination to get it done however possible, your flexibility as things changed fairly regularly, your ability to adapt to new school life you were given, and come back this year stronger than ever. I am thankful that you were able to have a more traditional senior year than the classes before you. And here you are now, graduating from high school. Before you move on, your legacy deserves recognition. Your efforts and persistence have fostered the unique Woodside tradition that demands the involvement of students in their school and celebrates the talents of the students even during a pandemic. Please allow me to share a few of your many accomplishments. This senior class is 415 students strong. Our seniors have accrued over $7 million in scholarships and financial aid. 252 students earned advanced diplomas. 130 graduates earned a grade point average of 3.0 or higher. 25 students 4.0 or higher. 110 earned the Presidential Award. 63% of our graduates are attending a 2 to 4 year college. 2% are going in the military. 17% straight into the workforce. 18% are attending a technical or vocational school. This year, our athletics brought pride to our school across the board. 21 seniors were selected for all district. 22 seniors were selected for all region. 3 seniors were selected for all state. 4 athletes earned scholarships to play at collegiate level in the fall. Our seniors have also been busy serving their school and community, as 70% performed volunteer work, 332 participated in clubs, activities, and sports, and we also supported our school by selling a few thousand Chick-fil-A sandwiches and bags of popcorn. Our dismissal popcorn stand was one of my favorite parts of the day. Wolverines, I am counting on you to go forth and do great things. You will always be a Woodside Wolverine, so remember, excellence in everything. As your futures unfold, I challenge you to use your experiences at Woodside to build a world that celebrates achievement, effort, and diversity, and more recently, flexibility, perseverance, and adaptability. We send you out now, college, career, and citizen ready. The class of 2022 will now stand. By the authority vested in me as your principal, the Commonwealth of Virginia, and by the School Board of Newport News, I declare that each of you has successfully completed the course of study required for a high school diploma. and are thus graduates of Woodside High School. As a symbol of this important transition, you may now turn your tassel. You may now be seated. As our first row of graduates stand and begin to move towards the stage, please allow me to share the meaning of the tassels, cords, and stoles worn by our graduates to recognize and honor their individual accomplishments. The gold tassels recognize those students graduating with honors. The gold cords recognize those students graduating with distinction. White stoles are worn by members of the National Honor Society. The gold and blue cords are worn by members of the Thespian Society Troupe. Gray stoles are worn by students in the early college program. Special cords are also worn by art, dance, DECA, math, science, music, and world language honor society members. We will now begin the presentation of the diplomas to our graduates. It is important that each family hears the name of their graduate. We ask you to applaud the graduates with respect and refrain from shouting or whistling as graduates are recognized. Graduates will now proceed to the stage to receive their diploma as a visible symbol of graduation from high school.
Nasir Omar Abdullah. Alexis Nicole Adams. Johanna Carly Marie Adams. Estrella Melanie Aguiral Castillo. Yohara Elise Alberti Rodriguez. Christian Eric Aline. Corey Anthony Aline. Asia Dominique Amos. Ada Elizabeth Anderson. Aaliyah Annette Anderson. Haley Mae Anderson. Maggie Artez Elizabeth Anderson. Christian Antonetti. Talia Nicole Askew. Lindsay Elizabeth Atkinson. Travis Julian B. Averion. Alasia Monique Bailey. Brittany Renee Baines. Papasong Banthrosak. Anaya Yvette Banks. Harry Linwood Barmer IV. Darian Cameron Barnes. Manuel Jose Batista Vasquez. Alex Batista Dominguez. Olivia Michelle Bogues. Imani Bazemore. Richard Jaquel Berkeley. Michaela Naomi Blackwell. Sophie Marie Bogan. Janaya Marie Bonner. Evan James Botello. Jaceline Nicole Bowers. Ashanti Iman Bowman. Kaya Elea Boyd. Alea Boyd. Promise Jerome Bradford. Naya Simone Bradley. Sanaya Danielle Bradley. Carly Alexandra Brand. Brandon Sean Paul Brashler. DeQuasia Nicole Braxton. Jada Patrice Brinkley. Ismael Elizabeth Brito Ramos. Alexis Brooke Brown. Anoa Deshaun Brown. Dakota Raylon Brown. Jasmine Marie Brown. Malachi Lord Brown. Sky Dottie Marie Brown. Daisha Giselle Brown Huff. Kenneth Isaiah Bryant. Kimura K.N. Bullock. Angeline Burrell. Isabel Ruby Burton. Kennedy Jewel Bird. Cindy Yamalis Cabrera Gomez. Amon Donnell Callis. Tashawn Delante Campbell. Camille Elise Canyon. Cameron Lamont Carter. Calvin Chen. Sierra Marie Carter. Sky Monique Carter. Destiny Madeline Casas. Sergio Ryan Castillo. Arimaris Samantha Castillo Nuninga. Joseph Timothy Chason. Asia Shailene Chapman. Soraya Latoya Chapman. Teray Kervin Charles. Jada Unique Chapman. Mason Bradley Chatterton. Ashley Renee Chavaria. Daniela Andrea Ciudad Real. Christiana Aaliyah Clark. Morgan Lynn Klein. Mikai Lee O'Shea Coleman. Nigel Eric Colvin. Rael Simone Conley. Michael Terrell Cooper Jr. Tejan Nicholas Covington. Jordan Alexis Crawford. Bernard Joshua Creaky. Royce Dean Chris. Rasan Jamal Cruz Jr. Jemiah Liliana Cruz. Jason Michael Dancy Jr. Aiden Luis Daniels. Amani Najeda Davenport. Amaya Denise Davis. Shuaid Nashawn Davis II. Madison Rain Dean. Brandon Michael DeBusk. Nikki De La Cruz. Farah Diab. Nanami Dobbs. Makaya Arani Elise Dove. Emily Marie Dowding. Melissa Catherine Downs. Angel Amira Drake. Evangeline May Draper. Jeremiah Christian Dunstan. LaKayla Janaya Edlow. Isis Chakari Edwards. Javen Ryan Lynn Eisenhower. Marquise Kishan Elam. Natalia Talia Elam. Mia Renee Ely. Trayvon Marquis Elliott. Lyric Janaya Ellis. Juan Esquivel III. Amaya Marquita Janae Esther. Janely Estrada Villanueva. Richard Malachi Evans. Natalie Jane Fajota. Ariana Nicole Fauntleroy. Rebecca Josephine Farrell. Mia Janae Pfeiffer. Annette June Figgs. Sophia Marie Figueroa. Audra Marie Fisher. Devion Tyshawn Fitzgerald. Talia Fleming Binger. Seth Garen Flores. Taylor Brooke Forrester. Jamoy Anthony Fowler. Lauren Penny Francis. Nayoka Ashley Ann Francis. Rashawn Daniel Francois. Deborah Simone Freeman. Latrell Jaden Gaddy Reed. Valentina Galindo Castillo. Jose Lorenzo Cijar Garcia. Haley Garcia Martinez. Alexis Leanne Garza. Ayana Nishay Gales. Nazaya Amari Gales. Takora Amaya Gibbs. Kira Angelique Goddard. Rain Goins Thomas. Elijah Andre Gonzalez. Emma Alondra Gonzalez. Julian Isaiah Gonzalez. Cassandra Graciano. Kiani Taylor Gray. Amber Lynn Green. Jordan Alasia Greer. Sophia Bell Grover. Andrew Benjamin Guthrie. Traquan Jacob Hall. Mason Robert Haltoner. Andriana Harmon. Lily Gabriella Har. Corey Alexander Harris. Zamira Latira Harris. Stella Hale Harrison. Diamond Harold. Yusuf Mohammed Hassan. Kai Deman Healy. Clinton Dante Hextall. Nasir Khalik Hedgepeth Reed. Ethan James Heimbach. Josiah Dominique Henry. Shalea Marquita Hester. Diamond Elizabeth Hicks. Shanaje Allure Hines. Annika Kate Hoffler. Kiara Monet Holder. Carnisha Deja Holmes Golden. Damian Noor Hosky. Janice Ane Howe. Alyssa Jade Hoffer. Terrion Marcel Humphrey. Faith Nicole Hunter. Ava Simone Hersey. Zachary Sean Hersey. Jordan Brianna Hux. Ryan David Hyman. Maria Isabel Ibarra Lopez. Jens Edward Ingwerson. Lorena Arliman Iwane. Aaliyah Marie Jackson. Anaya Najida Jackson. Ramaya Nashay Jackson. Elijah Marquise Jackson. Tiana Amari Nakia Jackson. Damari Janice James. Caitlin Marie Jennings. Shamaya Simon Jennings. Jordan DeMarcus Johnson. Jordan Trinice Johnson. Kiara Nicole Johnson. Maurice Marcus Johnson.
Diamond Janae Jones. Iavana Monet Jones. Jeremiah Derod Jones. Kamari Nizavion Jones. Kayla D. Jones. Micaiah Amani Jones. Justin Damon Jordan. Jalen Thomas Joyner. Maya Lynn Joyner. Emma Madison Karchner. Victoria Lee Keeter. William Harvey Key. Alana Danae Burley. Nadia Linda King. Tavion Jarze King. Talea Amani King Warren. Ezra Flynn Kleinfeld. Kathleen Kelly Krizminczyk. Alexandra Elizabeth La Riviere. Isaac Jerome Lane. Cameron Anise Langhorn Bunch. Alexavier LaRock. Corlia Mikhail Latimer. Terry Lynn Lawback. Ariana Relia Lawson. Corbin William Lee. Sierra Leggett. Alexis Marie Lemon. Justin Amir Lilly. Amaris Marie Limones. Griffin Lewis Littles. Caleb Malachi Liverman. Andrea Nicole Maldonado Velasco. Ethan Draco Myers. Maya Jaleese Mann. Parker Lavier Curtis Mann. Chelsea Blair Marcolini. Azuri Amira Morero Batea. Amani Jaleh Marshall. Jose Alberto Martinez. Donna Martinez Galvez. Najee Michael Mason. Elisea Alejandra McAdams. Destiny Aaliyah McBride. Zoe Elizabeth McCarty. Jakeo Zuave McClendon. Hope Mary McCullough. Ian Christopher McDonald. Alexandra Victoria McGrew. Janaya Simone McNish. Troy Anthony McWilliams. Jonathan Josue Mejias. Matthew Antonio Mercado. Rebecca Measy. Janasia Imani Middleton Taylor. Jacqueline Marie Miller. Jeremiah Wayne Genova Mitz. Ayad Assam Makhtar. Sherlyn Mondragon Madrano. Crystal Cheyenne Montez Rodriguez. Raheem Morrison. Victoria Marcella Mosley. Glenn Gilbert Moss Jr. Ethan Spencer Moyer. Kyrie Lachey Murray. Michaela Lali Murray. Jaden Christopher Nagel. Haley Nicole Nance. Josephine Samantha Nault. Zoe Grace Nikase. Katie Catalina Newton. Alyssa Tien Wynn. Naya Charlize Wynn. Elijah Ramon Nunnally. Angelica Rosilio Ocampo. Edwin Fabian Ortiz. Taylor Nicole Osborne. Eva Marie Owens. Trent Trayvon Page. Michael David Page III. Timothy Parker III. Zamari Amaris Parker Neal. Jadia Jewel Parker. Calvin Thomas Jefferson Parsons. Amaya Christine Patterson. Carl William Larson Patterson. Jamila Marie Polk. Jemiah Savon Pendleton. Joanna Elizabeth Perez. Cameron Montgomery Mercedes Perry. Kimora Amira Peters. Marcus O'Brien Pfeiffer Jr. Edward Kalani Peloton. Lisha Marlene Plancarte Estrada. Zachary Patrick Posey. Shelby Elizabeth Powell. Robert Thomas Pritchett. Isaiah Antonio Prudencio. Xavier Amir Pryor. Anthony Javon Ramos. Asia Naomi Anaya Ray. Emma Grace Red. Thalmus Ramon Reed. Emmanuel James Rhodes. Nylia Denisha Richmond. Jason Robert Rios. Kelsey Renee Rivers. Desire Marie Roan. Tyler David Robbins. Michael Anthony Robertson Jr. Tamia Lachey Robinson. Kyla Amelia Rose. Nolan Miguel Sanchez. Ashley Veronica Sanchez Andrade. Emma Marie Santel. Fabian Elio Santiago Perez. J. Paul Barron Santrock. Angelina Marie Scholes. Janaya Alexia Scott. Chanel Priya Scott. test. Here we go. All right. Alexis Mackay Sears. Samuel Joseph Sebi. My angel, Sanaya Sewer. Nico Scott Kailianu Sheets. Nora J. Sheldon. Xavier Anthony Shepard. Nichelle Monique Shivers. Chase Andrew Simmons. Destiny Nyree Simpson. Caleb Elijah Smith. Charity Reeks May Soak. Blaine Ashley Sparrow. Robert Earl Speller. Nasir Emmanuel Spriggs. Honesty Littell Sproul. Javier Nasir Staley. Justice Sierra Nicole Starling. Brianna Faye Stevens. Jordan Ramon Stevens. Nathan Odin Stevens. Anya Jasmine Stewart. Sean Charles Stewart. Tashaya Taniqua Stith. Ashley Elizabeth Stowe. Anaya Shanice Streebling. Amani Zahara Sedler. Malachi Malik Sumlin. Yaberek Eshatu Tadis. Ayali Zion Audia Thomas. Bethany Elizabeth Thompson. Jaden Kenyai Thompson. Janasha Kashana Thompson. Jesse Edward Tidwell. Mercedes Grace Tirado. Delano S. Toller. Denasia Lamaya Torres. Mia Bella Torres. Lovey Lei Tran. Courtney Kaylin Tremble Jr. Lynn Thuiet Trin. Ariana Christina Tucker. Anthony Valentin. Gianna Maria Verdelati. Lynn Nyak Vo. Samuel James Wade. Sarah Evelyn Walker. Michael Claude Wallace. Lanesia Imani Walls. Jaden Zishan Ware. Jamie Marie Walters. Zaria Monet Washington. Trinity Grace Wasser. Kyra Kiana Watson. Marcus Bryant Watts. Justin Bryce Weaver. Michael Todd Webb. Austin Garrett Wells. Catherine Rose Jenkins. Layla Nakaya West. Precious Danielle White. Caden Taylor Whitley. Ariana Michelle Simone Whitlow. Michaela Omari Wilkins. Brianna Janae Williams. Diamond Rachelle Williams. Giovanni Lavon Williams. Jayla Regina Williams. McKaylin Lee Williams. Raven Michelle Williams. Sanaya Martia Williams. Alexis Brianna Williamson. Ariana Gabriella Wilson. Katori Ray Wilson. Devin Amir Wilson. Shania Lene Wilson. Jada Renee Woodard. Warren Emmanuel Wooten. Emmanuel Zakar Wright. Jalen Isaiah Mikhail Winder. Janae Diane Wynn. Madison Grace Youngs. Leslie Ayuse Zaragoza Gonzalez.
Congratulations to the graduates of 2022. As your futures unfold, I challenge you to use your experiences at Woodside to build a world that celebrates achievement, effort, and diversity. We send you out now, college, career, and citizen ready. Go Woodside.